All right, great.
Okay.
All right, guys, thank you so much for coming to the call tonight. Marissa and I are going to try and tell you all that you want to know about Beachbody coaching. And if you have questions, we'll have some time at the end to answer any of the questions that you have. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, Marissa, do you want me to start my story?
Please.
Okay, so Marissa knows the story by heart because I tell it a lot.
Do you have the slides, Squirt?
I do have the slides. Yeah, hold on. Oh, right. Well, I normally,
Yeah, I know you.
here we are. Sorry. I have to, here we go. We good?
Yep, great.
All right. So I'm Courtney. I'm a wife. I'm a mom of 2 children that are sick right now with the flu. I'm a teacher. I teach part-time. I used to teach full-time. I live in Westchester, New York, which is just like 35 miles from New York City. It is not upstate, so don't say that. In 2014, I lost 85 pounds following the 21-day fix meal plan. It says here I'm a 4-star diamond coach. I'm actually a 5-star diamond coach. I have a certificate somewhere to prove it. And I left my full-time teaching job back in 2014 to stay at home with my children and teach part-time. And the reason why I was able to do that is because of Beachbody. So I am going to share my story. Is it blocking it, Marissa? Well, I'm good. Okay. So basically, not too long ago, I was 85 pounds heavier than I am today. I moved to Westchester from Brooklyn. I had 2 children back to back and pretty much put my needs and wants on the back burner. I literally dedicated everything to my children. I made them organic baby food. I dressed them in cute little outfits. I brought them to fancy gym classes. And as far as I went, I ate frozen processed foods. I paraded around in faded black sweatpants. And I canceled my gym membership because I didn't want to put my kids in the daycare because I felt that it was germy. So I actually have a picture of the faded black sweatpants, but I don't know if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it. No, where did it go? Sorry, I'm
Written.
all right. I don't know where it is, but anyway, so I basically just like forgot about myself and my days of being like that woman, that married woman or that single woman that I once was were gone, and I accepted it because I felt like, well, this is me. Like I'm a mom now. This is what moms do. They dedicate everything to their children, and I accepted it. And then one day my sister, my oldest sister, posted a picture of me on Facebook, and this is the picture, and tagged me in it. And I was completely stunned when I saw the picture because although I was like, okay, like I was content with being where I was, I actually had no idea like how far had gone with my weight gain. And I realized when I saw this picture that I needed to do something about it because I was like no longer just like a little bit obese or just obese. I was like approaching morbidly obese. So I decided that I needed to do something. And my life at the time was what I'd like to say hard. And it was hard for a number of reasons. I'm going to share them with you. It was hard because I was a mom of 2 kids, right? 2 years apart. I had 2 kids under the age of 3. It was hard because I was working full time and commuting to Brooklyn from Westchester. Now, if you've ever driven on the BQE, the Major Deegan, FDR, the Brooklyn Bridge, the West Side Highway, the BQE, any of those roads, you would know how horrible that commute is. The commute that's just 43 minutes would take me 3 hours. It was hard because I was missing out on huge moments in my kids' lives. Like when my daughter took her first steps, instead of being there with her, I got a little picture on my cell phone. It was hard because I had 13-hour days, and there were times where I would leave before my children woke up, and I would get home when they were sleeping, so I wouldn't see them at all. It was also hard because my husband and I had gotten into some considerable debt because a few years prior, he left his job while I was on childcare leave, and we had like some debt, and that was pretty stressful for us. And The biggest reason why it was hard was because I was disconnected and lonely, and I was kind of like walking around like I had everything that I thought I ever wanted, yet I was walking around with like a mindset of I need to just get through this damn day. And it didn't really make sense to me because, this was like all that I've hoped for my entire life, but I was on the outside, I was okay, but on the inside, I just was like trying to get through, like moving through the motions. So after seeing this picture, I decided to take action and start a journey down like this road back to the woman that I once was. And what I did was I came to my senses and I joined my friend Sherry's challenge group. Now, Sherry had been asking me for quite some time to join her challenge group. And I kept telling her, no, I wasn't interested. And what it turns out is that she wanted me to join a T25 challenge group, and I'm not a T25 girl. Like, I love Shanti, but, it's just not my thing. And it wasn't the right fit for me. But when I saw the 21-day fix, I thought, like, okay, that's something I can do. So a week after ordering, my box arrives, right? And I open it up, and I cry. And I cry because of those containers. Like, while they're beautiful and all, I cry because they are just so small, and I don't know how I'm ever going to feel satisfied with these tiny little containers. Now, if you're doing the 21-day fix, you're probably sitting there saying like, no, it's so much food, right? Because it's so much food. But when I opened up that box, I didn't feel like it was going to be so much food. And at that moment, I thought, I'll just tape the box back up and I'm going to ship it back to Beachbody. And then I remembered a comment that my husband had made to me when I told him I bought the program. And when I told him I bought the program, he said to me, how much was it? And I said, oh, it was $160. And I said, no, wait, it was on sale. It was $140. And he said to me, okay, great. So basically we're flushing another $140 down the toilet. And I remembered that comment as I was sitting there crying about my containers. And I said, you know what? Like, I love my husband, but I also love to prove my husband wrong. And I said, you know what? I am going to lose 15 pounds in my first 21 days. And I'm going to show him that this $140 was worth every single penny. Because this $140 in this program is going to get me back to that person that he fell in love with, right? That person that he fell in love with, that mom that he like loved with his children, it was going to get me back there. So 21 days later, I'm down 16 pounds. I exceeded my goal, and there was no chance in hell that I was going to stop on this journey. And I ended up having a huge weight loss, which I am, an 85-pound weight loss. And I lost 66 pounds in 4.5 months. And then I proceeded to lose like another 25 over the next couple months. And I am congratulated about that weight loss all the time. I hear, great job, Courtney. Oh my gosh, you look great. Wonderful job on your weight loss. That's so awesome. You did such a great loss. Congratulations. And one thing that I think is like really important is that people know that with my weight loss, I've gained much more than just a physical transformation, right? So as many of you know, well, obviously you know, while on my personal weight loss journey, I signed up to be a Team Beachbody coach. And from this, I've made some huge gains in my life, okay? So yes, definitely had a transformation, but I've gained so much more than I've lost. Like being a coach, by being a coach, I've gained the day-to-day, minute support of an amazing upline. So when you're a Beachbody coach, you have all these coaches above you that are supporting you. I've gained the privilege to support my clients. And when I say privilege, I literally mean privilege. I think it's a privilege when somebody says, yes, I want you to help me. Like, I feel that, they're choosing me, they're trusting in me. It's oftentimes people that I don't know, and I really look at it as a privilege. I feel very lucky about that. I gained the honor to lead by example for my team, so I try to be the best possible leader that I can be, and I try to help everybody be successful. I gained the opportunity to leave my full-time job, right, in those 13-hour days, and instead of like being in Brooklyn all day, I'm actually in Westchester. I get my kids on the bus. I get them off the bus. They don't think I work. Little do they know I do. I've gained the financial freedom to dig myself out of debt. So my husband and I are debt-free, and we actually have a savings, which is exciting. And I gained the ability to once again dream. And I gained the ability to dream of like what can and what absolutely will be. So while people like many people associate Beachbody, right, with health and fitness and nutrition and physical transformations, for me, it's been way more than that. Joining the Team Beachbody team of coaches was the gateway to a life that I never thought was possible. My experience as a coach has truly shifted my mindset. And today I can stand here and say that anything is possible. And trust me when I say anything is possible. And the only impossible journey, is the one that you don't begin. So I have zero regrets about becoming a Beachbody coach, and I really feel honored that I get to talk to you guys today, and that I get to be on this Team Infinite Strength, and that I get to work with all these amazing coaches, your coaches, and I really do feel very, very, very honored. Okay, that's me.
Thank you, Courtney.
All right. Are you going to share today, or?
No, just for the essence of time, I'm not going to, but I do just want to add that, while I am also a mom and, I've also had a transformation that, I do, you work part-time as a teacher and you're a full-time mom, and I work full-time in the city working 12, 13-hour days. And so I just wanted, people to know that, there are very different coaches on our teams that have all different types of careers, from nurses to doctors to teachers to full-time, business, financial analysts and stuff. And so I just wanted to share that, that's something that I do, that's part of my life. And so, when the topic of time limitation comes up, which we'll probably talk about later, that don't worry that you don't have to be a stay-at-home or somebody
Right.
that works part-time, because, people of all different types are successful coaches.
Right. And Marissa, we talk about this all the time about how, like, sometimes when you're home, right, it's even like harder.
Yeah.
You don't have a lunch hour when you're home, and you don't have, your commute time when you're home. So a lot of coaches are really successful that commute and that have an actual lunch hour, and they can sort of like tuck some Beachbody in throughout the day. So here's the picture I was looking for. This is the proof that I would walk around in those faded black sweatpants. And this was Marissa, right? So like Marissa just mentioned, she's a mom of a 2-year-old, a wife. She has a full-time career. She lost 55 pounds, and she lives on Long Island.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. So what is Team Beachbody, and when did it launch? Marissa, do you want to talk a little bit? Or do you want me to?
Yep, please do.
Me? Okay. So Team Beachbody is a health and fitness company, and it was founded in 1998 by Carl Deichler. So he's the CEO of the company. And what happened is like him and this other person, they decided that they wanted to start a health and fitness company, and they began with some DVD programs and infomercials. I actually think I have.
Yes.
Okay. So here it is in 1998, it launched, and the first program was the thin thighs and great abs. And I think they also did like 10-minute abs in there also. So it launches, right? And the only way that you get Beachbody programs is if you pretty much like call in through the infomercial. So from 1998 to 2007, right, or to 2006, these are the programs that came out. Okay. Then in 2007, Team Beachbody launched. And this is when they started to have coaches with the company. And what that means is, I just want to make sure I have my notes, Marissa. I'm sorry, I had that like spill. So the launch of Team Beachbody happens. And what this meant is that they did this study, and they had like 100 participants, and what they did was 200, and 100 of them got a coach assigned to them, and then there were 100 that did not get a coach assigned to them. And what they found was the people that had a coach, right, and had a challenge group and had that like one-on-one 24/7 support were more successful. So they decided that they were going to launch like a sister company called Team Beachbody in 2007, and from now on, if anybody ordered through Team Beachbody, they would automatically be assigned a coach. And with that came some serious success with the company. if you can just see from the picture, it went from maybe like 7 programs over the course of 9 years, or 8 programs maybe, to I can't even count how many different programs. And in addition to the programs, they also started to include some nutritional elements. So in 2009, that was when they launched Shakeology. In 2012, they launched the Ultimate Reset, which is a 21-day cleanse. And then they added in some Shakeology flavors. And in 2014, they came out with the 3-day refresh, which is a 3-day cleanse. So once Team Beachbody launched and once coaches came into the picture, the company really took off, okay? Because the reality is, we all know when you have somebody that's helping hold you accountable, right? And you have a challenge group that you're part of, and there's like some level of this accountability, it motivates you, right? And it makes you push harder. So they realized that coaches were the most important part of the company. Okay.
Right.
Moving right along. And you can see, this is back in 2014, but you can see the growth if you're on the call, like from 2007 to 2014, the company went up to being a $500 million company, and now it's a multi-billion-dollar company. Marissa and I were just in California, and they were talking about it. It's a multi-billion-dollar company. It is continuously growing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now here's the thing. In 2007, there were 40 Team Beachbody coaches, and now in 2016, there's over 400,000 coaches. And for some people, people worry about that. They say, oh, there's so many coaches. There's 400,000 coaches. Like, how will I ever get a client? Well, here are some statistics for you. 2 out of 3 adults in the United States are considered overweight. 1 out of 3 adults in the United States are considered obese, and half of the children ages 6 to 19 are considered obese in the United States. Now, there's approximately 318 million people in the United States, and we're saying that there's 400,000 coaches. So with that, we're saying that there's over 150 million people that are overweight or obese. So don't worry about it, right? Are my numbers correct here, Marissa? I get, with me with math. But
there's a lot of people out there to help.
Basically, don't worry. There's more than enough people to help. Obesity is a huge issue in the United States. If not obesity, people are overweight. There's obviously huge trends for health and fitness and nutrition. So have no fear. There are people that need your help. Okay. So moving right along. So that's basically Beachbody. 2007, coaches come into play. All of a sudden, the company takes off. There's 400,000 coaches, but there's tons of people that need your help, and this is why you want to be a coach. So what is a coach? Marissa, you want to do this part?
Well, what a coach doesn't have to be, we'll start with what you don't have to be, right? You don't have to be a fitness or a nutrition expert. A lot of people they say to me, oh, I didn't go to school. I don't have any knowledge of it. How can I possibly help people? And, that's not what people relate to. If they wanted a specialist with someone that went to school, they would just go and get a nutritionist. The reality is that most people, the reason they're joining coaches like you and I and, everybody on the call is because you're relatable. There's somebody that's experienced it, that's going through the same struggles, the same triumphs, has other people doing it. And so, the company gives a lot of resources to help you learn as you go, and we are there to help you all step of the way. So you don't have to be a nutritionist. You don't have to already have reached your goals, because I'm talking about being relatable. People like, people that are going along the journey with them. I'll say that, when I had lost 15 pounds, there were a lot of people that, wanted to join me along my journey with me. And it was a really amazing transformation for us together to go through it. So you don't have to be at your weight loss journey in order for people to want to join you. In fact, a lot of people don't want that. So, don't think that you have to be. And the other thing is, you don't have to be a salesperson. It's all about sharing something you love. And if you have a passion for helping people and helping them feel good and great how you feel, then that's what people are interested in. If they wanted, a cold call or a salesperson, that's not what this is all about. And so don't think that has to be your specialty at all. But what you should be if you're a coach is you should be committed to being proof for the products, right? Being a product of the products, drinking Shakeology, doing your workouts, believing in the nutrition and believing in what it is that you're actually providing to your clients and to your challengers, because no one wants somebody, fake and phony. You have to really love it. And, we love it. It's changed our lives and I believe in it. And so, that's something that's really important. And, also improving and developing yourselves, be willing to support people on their journey, share your strengths, share your struggles, and just go through it together with them. And obviously being a team player, as you see, like from our call, there's a lot of different coaches from Team Infinite Strength on the call tonight. Courtney and I are doing this together. It's all about being a team player. This is your own business, but ultimately on our team, you're not in it alone. And, working with other key coaches on the team to, for a common goal of helping your clients is really what it's all about. And so that's the kind of, coaches that we like on the team, people that want to do things together to support each other.
Okay, great. Okay, so a little bit about our team, like what our team is made up of, and Marissa touched a little bit upon this before, but our team is working women and men. There are a lot of people that work on our team, a lot of people that work full-time. Mm-hmm. We do have some stay-at-home moms or dads. We actually also have some fitness experts, which is really awesome because when you have a question that you don't have the answer to, our fitness experts often jump in. Mm-hmm. We have some people that are working part-time, and I'm one of them. And we even have some people that are retired, right? Like people that retired, people that are getting a pension, or people that are living off of their retirement and felt like some sort of absence in their life and wanted something to do. And now they're doing this. Mm-hmm. So some qualities that our coaches have is our coaches are really caring, right? They legitimately care for the people that they're helping. Everybody wants to make money, but if you don't care for the people, then you're not going to make any money. It's not going to be genuine, and people aren't going to be attracted to you. So the other thing is personal drive. We have people that do the things that they do because they have their own personal drive. They have their own personal goals. We have people on our team that are qualities. They are planners. They plan out their week. They plan out their day. They have some sort of plan of what their goals are. Mm-hmm. Marissa said that we have team players and we have goal setters. We always talk about goals. What are your goals? What are your goals for this week? What are your goals for this month? And we set goals and we figure out ways to reach those goals, and then we reach them. And it feels really awesome. So those are some qualities, and those are common qualities, right? I'm sure a lot of you have those qualities. Mm-hmm. All right, moving. Okay. Let me just make sure that I just skipped ahead. I'm sorry. So I started off with the spill, Marissa. Let me just make sure that.
You're good.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
Just do it once. I don't think you hit it, Court.
Okay, so benefits of being a Beachbody coach. So why do you want to be a Beachbody coach? What are the benefits? Yes, you want to help people, but what are the other benefits? So one benefit is that you get to set your own work hours, right? If you want to work in the morning, you want to work at night, you want to go on vacation and not work at all, it's up to you. You set your own work hours. You can focus on it part-time, or you can make it your full-time job, right? You sort of get out of it what you put into it. You can build your business online through social media like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Reddit. You can build it there, or you could build it in person. You could do things like these shake and share gatherings or these fit clubs. It's up to you how you want to build your business. You earn a 25% commission for any products that you sell. So anytime you sell anything, it could be Shakeology, it could be a fitness workout program, it could be equipment, it could be workout clothes. Anything that you sell that's on the Team Beachbody website, you earn a 25% commission for it. You also save 25% on all purchases that you make. So that's a huge benefit, especially if you're drinking Shakeology, to save 25%. Anytime a new program comes out, 25%. You get team bonuses as a Team Beachbody coach. So once you hit a certain rank, you start to get team bonuses, and these bonuses happen weekly. And we train you about the bonuses and how you can get these bonuses. You also earn quarterly bonuses as a Team Beachbody coach, and the quarterly bonuses are based off of a percentage that the company earns for that quarter. It's always, I think is it 0.5%, Marissa?
I think
There's 4 different levels of bonuses, and the max that you can get is 2% of the company's earnings for that quarter. So, during like really good quarters, that's a lot of money. These bonuses get to be very large. And you also can take paid vacations as a Team Beachbody coach. You earn these points throughout each month, and then you use those points to pay for a vacation. So next year, Marissa and I are going to Punta Cana, and this year I could have gone on the Beachbody cruise, which is like super awesome, but I have to work and I didn't want to take off. So next year I'm going to Punta Cana though. So
yeah.
Pay vacations, you can't argue with that, right? Those are just some of the benefits. Now, Marissa, will you talk about this? What support do coaches receive?
Sure, absolutely. So one of the really great things about Team Beachbody is that they provide you with so many resources that you're never without. Like a lot of people always worry, like, how am I going to learn anything? How am I going to know what to talk about with people? And what there is a virtual online office. It's called the Coach Online Office. It's a virtual desk, and you have access to Business Quick Start, how to kickstart your business, Coach Basics trainings that they provide information on, marketing tools, which is every single detail about every product and program and anything on their website that they sell, so that you're able to, you're armed with the knowledge to be able to help whoever it is that you're talking to and know what would be the best fit for them. Obviously, there's also communication where they have these breaking news updates. It's a bulletin where every day when there's something new that's going on with the company or a new product or new information, it's provided to you in a newsletter format on the Coach Online Office. Every Monday, they have a national wake-up call where a head coach, a top coach, is going to be sharing some knowledge of something that that works for them, that they feel would be beneficial for you to possibly try in your business. It's recorded, so if you can't make the live phone call, you're able to go ahead and follow up on it at another time that works for you. Also, there's a monthly coach newsletter where you get updates, and you'll get information on the new sales that are going on each month and anything else that's going on in the company. And then there's an FAQ. So you're able to access, an FAQ database where if you have a question, you just punch in the question, and then it will give you a bunch of different articles to answer your question. And so that's there for you. And then, obviously, besides all of that from the Team Beachbody website, you get us, we come with the package. And what you can expect from our team is, besides the trainings that you get from the Team Beachbody website, you also get new coach trainings from us. So we run monthly trainings. So if all of you guys are interested in joining our team in the next month, I'm going to be running another training with somebody else on our team. So you're never alone, and so that you have the resources available to you.
February 29th.
Yes, to kick off your business. Also, we do weekly calls, team calls, where we all get together on a Monday night and we'll talk about goals, and Courtney and I will bring up any other topics that are important for your business that we've learned about that we want to share with you guys. And those calls are recorded too. So if Monday night you're not free, that's okay. We'll still give you the information. We do monthly team challenges. If any of you guys are our clients already or another coach's clients on the team, you're part of challenge groups. And so we run those for support. We have team building events, leadership trainings. We have a private Facebook page. And so in addition to the Facebook pages that you guys are a part of, if you're a client, we have a one for our coach for Team Independent Strength. And so that way, that's another place that coaches help each other with questions. We provide information, new updates, anything like that. And
also Google Drive. Right?
Yes, and
a database now with like all of the resources that we use, which is, I think, super helpful. So anything that we've used that's been successful, whether it's like a meal plan or a challenge group guide or anything, is now in a central drive that everybody has access to.
Right. Yes, it's awesome. And everything's on a calendar so that you know what's going on with the team as well. And then recognition and accountability. So we definitely, we recognize the hard workers on our team and we, highlight you. And I think that's, really important that, people notice, when people are working hard. And that's something that we value on our team because, we appreciate all of the coaches on our team and we want to make sure that everyone knows that we really do think you're special and amazing.
Okay, so what makes Team Beachbody unique? Because we all know there's other like health and fitness companies out there, right? We also know that there's gyms, but why are we different, right? The reason why Team Beachbody is different is because Team Beachbody has these 4 components. They have the fitness component, right? They have all of the workouts. And a lot of their workouts are 30 minutes. So people really, really like that idea because we know living in the United States, living in Canada, life is busy. People do not have a lot of time. We have the nutritional component. We have Shakeology. We have the 3-day refresh. We have the 21-day reset. We have supplements like Energize. We have the Boost, right? So they have the nutritional part. We have peer support. You have coaches and challenge groups. Like nobody else has these coaches and challenge groups. They're trying, but they're not always succeeding. Mm-hmm. And then we have rewards. So when you work hard and you're consistent with your business, you get rewards like those bonuses and like those trips, those paid vacations. So we have these 4 components, and there are definitely other companies that have 2 and possibly 3, but there are no other health and fitness companies right now that have all 4 of these components that can offer their clients all 4. It's like one-stop shopping. So that's what makes us unique. Now, where does your business come from? Like as a Team Beachbody coach, I touched upon this briefly, but your business comes from any workouts. It comes from any of the nutritional components like the 3-day refresh, ultimate reset, and any of the supplements. It could come from any of the workout where it could come from any equipment, right? Your business can come from any of that. And it also comes from Shakeology because Shakeology is something that is continuous. People continuously drink it. So Marissa's going to talk a little bit about this. This is her forte.
It's because I absolutely love my shake. So the big question is, do I have to drink Shakeology to be a Team Beachbody coach? And the answer is no. No, you don't have to. There is no obligation to drink Shakeology. I will say, though, going back to what we talked about earlier, being a product of the product, believing in what it is that you're sharing with other people is really important. And Shakeology is one of those aspects. So while technically you don't have to drink it, it's to your benefit to drink it, to believe in it, to reap the rewards, reap the benefits, and be able to then honestly say to other people, like, it really does give me a lot of energy and I feel really healthy from it. And, I do love the taste. And so, while you don't have to, we certainly do recommend it.
So how has being a Team Beachbody coach improved your life? So your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. And Marissa, do you just want to explain how it improved your life?
Well, I'll say that when I first started drinking it, Courtney used to ask me, like, so do you feel more energy? How much better do you feel? And I was like, no, I feel nothing.
Well, it's being a Team Beachbody coach. How is that? Not drinking.
You just asked me about Shakeology.
Oh, did I? Sorry. How is being a Team Beachbody coach?
Shakeology did change my life.
I know it did, but the whole coach thing.
Oh, well, I mean, obviously there's so many aspects of how it changed my life. I work full time, so it's not that I'm sitting here and saying, well, I need a Team Beachbody to pay my mortgage. But what it does do is it allows me to have a savings and not dip into my savings account. I used to every month have to take money from my savings account to pay some things, and I don't do that anymore. And in fact, I add to it. Obviously, besides my transformations, which is life-changing because I've always been overweight my entire life, being able to work with such amazing people day in and day out really has had such a huge impact. And I've made friends with people that, all around the world that I never would have expected had it not been for this. And I wouldn't have been able to, be a part of their lives and them a part of me. I mean, I have a coach in Canada. Like, we would have never met if it wasn't for Team Beachbody. And I talk to her like 50 times a day. Like, I absolutely love it. And so, it's really had so much more of an impact than I ever could have imagined. And, and I think it would for all of you.
Yeah. And you just are positive and happy.
I'm so happy. It's true. It really is true.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, that's pretty much it right now for our call, but we just want to quickly go through like some options with you in terms of becoming a coach. So there's like different options. So some people sign up because they want to be an active coach and they want to actually, hardcore, like build a business. So they're coming in as like a full-time coach. They want to build this business. They want to make an income from it. And that's really awesome. And like, we train you to help you do that. Then we have something that's like a part-time coach, right? Or a hobby coach, somebody that's like, well, I'm on this journey anyway, and people are asking me like what I'm doing, and I probably could share with them, like become a coach and share with them and sort of like help them out and pay for my shakes each month with the money that I earn. But I don't want to do this like hardcore. I don't want to be like 100% in. And those people, sometimes they do our trainings and sometimes they don't. It's really up to them. They get to gauge it. And then we have something called a preferred customer or discount coach. And these are simply people that want to do this to get the 25% discount on their products that they purchase. So their Shakeology or whatever it is. And that's pretty much the 3 different levels of coaches. On our team, we're just really with Team Beachbody, and people decide what's best for them. And it's not a like set in stone type of thing. So you may sign up as a discount coach, with which Marissa and I did, and you may move to a hobby coach, and then you may say, you know what, I don't want to be a hobby coach. I want to like totally go for this. So it's interchangeable. You can go either direction. So those are the 3 different types of coaches.
And I do want to just also add that with being a preferred customer on our team, we do have, some extra benefits. So if you're not ready to be an active coach, or you just have no interest and you just want to be a preferred customer, that's okay. We do monthly raffles, and we provide you with the sales up front so that you're aware of what's going on before other clients. So there are some really great things that, if you're hesitant, but you still want to enjoy the discount, that's okay.
Right. Like if you're drinking Shakeology every day and you plan to drink it again next month, then it's really in your best interest, I guess, to be a preferred customer.
Right.
So is there a fee associated with being a coach? There is a fee. It's a $15.95 fee. There's some taxes attached to it depending on where you live. But this fee, if you're an active coach, this fee literally gives you an insane amount of resources. Not only do you have like an online office, but you also have tons of materials for advertising. You have your own website. You have your own links. You have training. We talked a little bit about this. So the $15.95 fee, it basically gives you access to all the resources that you would need to support you with your business. If you are signing up as a discount coach, you would still have that fee, but in the end, even with that fee, once you calculate the 25%, there's still a considerable savings on your Shakeology. It's like a $15 a month or something like that savings. So there is that fee. And this is not necessary. So I'm going to come back to, this is just, are we back?
No.
I'm going to stop this, Maurice. Okay. Do you have something that you want to say?
No, that's it. I think that we can open it up for questions. We just have to unmute everybody. I'm just going to run through and unmute.
Yeah, if we unmute you. See, I can't unmute people, I think, because I had made you host. I'm not sure. But if you want to,
I'm almost done.
Mute yourself, you can.
Okay, so does anybody have any questions for us? Anything we've talked about, or something we haven't touched on that you're curious about? Go ahead, lay it on.
So you talked about how like on the 29th, you're going to start like a new training.
Yes.
If we're not sure by then, can it wait until the next month or, sometime in the future?
Yes, absolutely. We run trainings every month for our new coaches on our team. And so whenever it is that you sign up, then you're able to go into the next training. So if you don't sign up, this week and you wait 2 weeks and you miss it, then you could certainly join the next one. But obviously, if you're ready, we'd love to have you sooner rather than later to, kick things off to help you with your progress and to, start your business, as soon as possible. But sure. No pressure. No pressure.
And there's also another training. There's like a self-guided training that just sort of teaches you like all the back office stuff, like how to create a link.
Is that the one that has like the day 1, day 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tracy put me in that already.
Okay.
And just so you know, the training that is ran monthly, it's a private group. It's only going to be the other coaches that are doing it. It's a small, intimate group. There's no stress or pressure, but it really exposes you to a lot of things that you're going to, encounter in your business. And so, it's a good place to practice things that maybe you aren't comfortable yet doing, elsewhere. And so, you could start it and change your mind. Like if you started it with me in a weekend, you said like, it's just too much for me. I need to wait for the next one. I'm not going to be like, well, that's it. You're off the team. Like, it's totally okay. So there's no pressure if you started it that you can't back out of it while you're doing it too.
We just call you a dropout, but
I just don't send you my nice certificate that you'd finished it. Whatever. No.
Any other questions?
I have a question.
Sure.
Is there like a quota that the coach has to meet like per month?
Right. So there technically, okay, I guess technically there would be a quota. If you drink Shakeology, that actually covers it. And so this is why a lot of people will sign up to be preferred customers if they do drink Shakeology, because you already take care of the minimum volume that it is that is required in order to be a coach. If you don't drink Shakeology and you wanted to be an active coach, then you would need to sell like 1 challenge pack a month. It's really, everything that you sell has a volume associated to it. And to be an active coach, it's 50 personal volume that you would need to sell per se. If you sell 1 challenge pack a month, that covers it. So, or if someone
like a 3-day refresh, that covers it too. So it's not like a huge amount that you have to sell. I mean, the other thing is that you obviously want to remain active, but if you ever went inactive for a month, like nothing, it's not a huge, it's not like your account will shut down that month, right?
No.
Hello? Can someone?
No.
Which doesn't leave me much time tomorrow.
Marissa, I can't mute. You want to mute?
I don't know who it is though.
Okay, so we have another question, and this is, in order to really make a profit, how many people would you need to sign up in a year? And so to start that part off, it's weird. I mean, like how many clients or how many coaches, right? And there really is no number because, you could, if you have a client sign up and they're on Shakeology Home Direct, then every single month you're earning a 25% commission. But if you have somebody sign up and they're, they just buy 1 program, then it's not like a continuous earning from them. So there's actually no number, right, that you would have to sign up a year. And then it's also if they only buy from you, they don't buy the challenge packs, do you still have a business? I have to say that, I mean, it's obviously you'd be making less money because those products are less money. So you'd only be making 25% off of something that's at a lower price point. But in my experience, like 90% of the people that just buy the program end up switching over to Shakeology just because, their results start to slow down and they're looking for something else, or they get a sample and they really like it. So I feel like a lot of people actually really like Shakeology and they really treat it like it's food. So they incorporate it into their like monthly grocery bills. So you can have a business. I mean, you would just need to get more people if you weren't selling challenge packs. And posting on Facebook, how could that be effective? So everybody has their different like ways that they network and ways that they reach out to people. I definitely use Facebook a lot. I'm trying to use Instagram also, but some people are more like face-to-face people. It's just like in my life, I don't go to an office building. I don't have like this huge network of people that I see day to day. So I have to use resources like social media in order to expand my network. Okay. Any other questions?
How could I be? Wait, I would like, can I follow up on, can I actually ask a question back for that?
Yeah.
For the person that asked about that, is that a concern because you don't like social media, or is it that you think that you can't have a successful business on it? And Sheeta, I think that you asked that, so I'm just curious because I want to be able to elaborate on that, but I'm not sure which the direction is of why you're asking that. I don't know.
All right. In the meantime, does anyone else have any other questions? Nothing else?
No.
All right. I don't know if she is writing back.
Oh,
Here it is.
okay. Here we go. Okay. So this is why I wanted to ask. So you're asking because you're not sure if you can be that creative. And okay, so part of that monthly training, and this is why I'm glad that you came back and wrote me this, is part of that monthly training is that, we teach you techniques of how to use social media to advance your business and, to come up with different ways. And we tell you about different apps and different ideas. And on an ongoing basis, we're actually sharing with the team daily ideas of what to post on their Facebook to be creative and step outside the box and be different and, bring something new to the table. So some of the top coaches of Team Beachbody, their business is 100% on Facebook. And that's where they make all of their clientele and challenge groups and everything. So do not fear. You would not be alone in that. That is a specialty of ours. That's something that we, work very hard to help our teams be, creative and supportive on social media. And so, you wouldn't be alone with that.
Okay. All right. If anybody else has any questions, definitely you can post it in the event group, or you can send Marissa or I or myself or your coach that invited you here the questions, and we will definitely answer them for you. But as far as this goes, we don't want to keep you all night. So I'm going to end the call. And thank you for coming tonight. I know life is busy, but we really appreciate you coming and listening in.